Um, dear Microsoft, I know I'm just a little pissant that makes videos that lucky every gets like maybe 10 views on his video, but basically right now you need to make people actually give a damn about Xbox Scorpio and your Xbox gaming division like hardcore right now. You have the opportunity right now to even make people who have yet to upgrade to the next gen consoles to actually consider buying your upgraded Xbox One. You really need to come out with that game that makes people literally look at you and go, "Here, take my fucking money and run wild with it." Yes, you need to give them even more incentive to even care right now because right now, yes, you have like your major IPs like Halo, Gears of War. Um, I'm trying to remember the other ones because those are literally the main two that sticks out of my head. But you need like some breakout hits or something. Like you need something that really will pull people in because right now, besides the multiplayer titles and those few shooters or whatever, I can't really think of an honest reason to buy an Xbox One. And if there is a reason, I wish someone would really tell me because I even talked to my friends who have Xbox Ones and none of them could give me a legit real reason to buy one. Now with Sony, I can understand why because there's multiple fighting games and JRPGs and sports titles and everything else. Nintendo has their exclusives and they're also getting like some third party games and indie games. Yes, indie games are also on the Xbox One, but that's not enough to drive people to want to buy it because it'd be like, why would I want to buy an Xbox One to play certain indie games or whatever when I can get that same experience on the PS4, the Nintendo Switch, or PC? It's like you really need something that grabs people attention and just go here, like at E3 this year, you seriously need to come out with like some brand new underground IP that literally will just make people just look at you in a whole new light. Because right now, you tried it with Halo Wars, and which it's a meh game, but if you're gonna play Halo Wars, you might as well. Halo Wars to me is fucking StarCraft 2 on console, so that's a whole nother story. And XCOM 2 and whatever. Then you had Quantum Break, which I'm not 100% sure what went on with that game. All I know is I cannot really find anyone or ever heard any good things about it. But like you seriously right now needs that breakout hit. You really need something at E3 that is not a first person shooter. That's like some survival horror like Death by Daylight or Dying Light or something. Like you really just need some game that will pull people in and just make them really consider buying the Scorpio. Now Xbox fans are already thinking about buying a Scorpio, and that's all good. I'm not talking about just Xbox fans, I'm talking about people outside of your whole player atmosphere. Like some people on Sony or whatever and Nintendo and everything, like consider buying the Xbox Scorpio or just the Xbox One in general. It's like you really, I don't know how many times I can say it, but you seriously need something that will just make people go, okay, Microsoft is really doing something because you keep doing all these updates up to your store and all these other variations and stuff, which is all good. And you can have like your shooters, your Call of Duties, your Halos, and stuff like that. But also at the same time, you really need something. Hell, you need to like do like more stuff like KI, because yes, people know there's KI, but the player base is pretty much dwindling to the point of non-existent because everybody else is still playing like Street Fighter Five and shit like that on the PlayStation platform. It's like no one really gives a damn about KI besides the competitive scene. It's like you really need like more fighters, more RPGs, adventure game, survival horror. You just need a whole lot more shit, and I'm really hoping that at E3 you come out with your guns blazing and just have a reason to give people to jump over to that platform and actually consider it, because yes, you can promote the Xbox Scorpio all the hell you want and give out a price tag and do all this other crazy promotional shit. But if you ain't really got nothing, like no games to really support the damn thing or really your Xbox brand, it's like, what the hell? You have like a plethora of IPs that you have not did shit with for ages. Hell, bring back like Dino Crisis, but redo it from the ground up. Fucking Jade Empire's like you have a lot of IPs that you do nothing with. Now is the time to like actually bring out like tech demos and shit, or show like some cinematic trailers. Like, you need to pull a rabbit out of your ass right now. Otherwise, your Xbox Scorpio is literally doomed to fail. I don't mean make Xbox Scorpio exclusive games. I mean actually give people a reason who don't have an Xbox, or even people who have an Xbox, to even upgrade to the Scorpio. Like, you need to give people more of a big reason to actually give a damn about your division. Otherwise, you're doomed to fail. Because it's like, do we really need another scenario that went down recently with Quantum Break and whatever? Because apparently that game was like a damn bore fest. Because from everyone I know who played it, I cannot find one person who honestly finished it. And I have more friends on the Xbox platform than I do on PC. I have to use the Xbox app to talk to my friends who currently have Xbox Ones, because that's mostly what they bought it for, like Halo and Gears of War 4 and shit like that. But even nowadays, half of them are just playing like just random ass games. Like, I can't think of like that big breakout hit that they playing, because most of the ones that they're playing are literally like freaking like multi-plat games and stuff like Mass Effect and Dragon Age and Borderlands 2 and shit like that. It's like, you need to have that one core game, like something like on the lines of like The Last of Us or some shit like that, that just, or Uncharted and shit. You need something. Like, only thing I could constantly keep saying is, please, at E3, do something great and awesome that actually give people a reason to give a damn. Otherwise, yes, you could come out with a powerful ass Xbox. You could come out with all the Halos and shit you want, but that's not gonna be enough to save your console, because your console is just gonna fall to the wayside. Yes, it's gonna be a more powerful console, whatever, and yes, it can do all 4K and shit. But if you ain't got the software to support it, no one's gonna give a shit.